Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, brother?
I'm fantastic. How are you? I love the glasses.
I'm funking it up. Funking
What's
it
up?
up. What's up,
Doing a
DJ?
great job. How are you?
How are you? Nice to see you. Funky
Say-
Friday. Let's get funked up.
Yes,
Free.
right. Say
Hello.
hello, hello, hello.
Sorry. Hey, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna shout out to everybody. We thank everybody for coming on.
Yes, yes. Free speech. Yes.
Free. Enjoy it while you can, y'all, because you never know how long that might last. So again, we're gonna get it funked up. We're gonna funkify it up real smooth for you. And
Yes, yes.
just again, those that don't know, you will know after you get up off of this funk train tonight what we are all about. And just to say one thing, I'm so excited. We are both so excited and so happy and so blessed today that we have, well, not have, we are graciously joined by super talented and super amazing DJ, born and raised from the BK, that's Brooklyn, New York, okay? Native, I'm telling you, Crown Heights, Crown Heights. I was in Flatbush, Ocean Ave, Petulia Road. So
Okay. Okay, okay.
you already know, but this brother is definitely a true pioneer with decades of experience as a highly respected celebrity DJ, producer, studio engineer, promoter, artist development manager, influencer, and successful entrepreneur. And not only has the superstar funked us up, spinning on the ones and the twos at countless clubs and parties, and especially them old school block parties in Brooklyn. Okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
You already look Brooklyn in the building. DJ Mono know what it is.
I
But
see it. What's going on, brother?
he also worked with legendary Def Jam Records, y'all. Okay? Def Jam Records, yes, you did. And you did that alongside some of the most phenomenal and influential artists during the greatest time in the hip hop history. And
Yes.
just to say thank you once again for stopping by, you are the one, the only, and the electrifying DJ Pot. Let me give a hand clap.
Oh, I love that intro. I feel special.
There it is, brother. Down. Hot in the house. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How you doing? How's everything going with y'all?
Okay, I'm doing good. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's hot as hell right now, okay, because the AC ain't on and I'm under these hot ass lights. So if you see me sweating right now, that's all that is. But I'm so happy.
It's all good. The key thing is as long as you're enjoying yourself, having a good time. That's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we definitely are. Definitely are. Thank you for stopping by. And once again, we are blessed to have you here. How you doing amongst everything's been going on? You good?
Yeah, yeah. Can't complain. I'm still alive, still breathing, still able to do what I like to do. You can't really complain.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I am just again, you happy, Lady Funk? Yes, Big Lev 44 just joined us, and we would like to tell you thank you. Thank you for coming and tuning in with us on Life Live. Lord, I can't even speak English today. Do it. But you know what? That's all right. That's all
Yes,
good. That's all good. But we here, we alive, and we over here to bring the funk, okay?
yes.
All right. I wanted to ask you a question real quick. First of all, living in Brooklyn, New York, it's a city full of a lot of different hip hop music legends. Red Alert, Kid Capri. You know, who else was from your neighborhood?
From my neighborhood, you have Scratch, DJ Scratch from EPMD. He was like, I guess you could say 3 or 4 blocks away as far as DJ wise. That was one of the main ones from my area. The
Okay.
DJ Scratch.
All right.
Then, besides DJs, you had a couple of artists. Like MOP was from my way.
Uh-huh.
Another artist, Half a Mil. A couple of other artists was from my way also.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So what was it like living in Brooklyn during the height of hip hop and all the things that were going on in the city back in those times?
It was very good because I learned a lot. I was able to learn a lot, meet a lot of people, and help myself grow and try to help people grow. Just
Hmm.
being with the like just as far as like the old school block parties, being able to go to them and listen to the older DJs set up in the streets, just play all night long. Like back then, block parties went to like a 10, 11 o'clock at night. It
Yes.
was no trouble, just people having a good time dancing in the street. So I really learned a lot. I really enjoyed those times. So like, if I get booked for a block party now, I I try to bring that feeling back. Let people
Yeah.
know it's about having a good time. Let's not deal with the negative stuff. Let's just street
Yes.
dance and just enjoy life.
Okay. No, that's right. And it was a totally different time compared to today.
Yeah,
Um, some people don't even know how to have fun, from what I see.
that's
you
true.
know.
Like I do this one block party every year in Brooklyn. They don't want the
Hmm.
music too loud. If it's a big crowd join, they tell me to play something different to kind of
Yeah.
separate the crowd because they were just kind of scared of what could happen
Okay.
instead of just enjoying the moment.
Yes, that is definitely right. And I wanted to ask you this: as a child, you loved music a lot. And who were some of the influences that you had when you first started as a
Well,
DJ?
my uncle, he been a DJ since before I was born. His name was Ace. Then
Hmm.
my father was like a music lover. He
Hmm.
loved Jimi Hendrix, Rick
Yes.
James, Shy Light, stuff like that. So I grew up with that in my household. And then my mother was more like a Marvin Gaye kind of, house music, you know, house music, a little bit of hip hop classics. So I had like a mix of music growing up around me.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. And you had told us before, in the past that your uncle was a DJ, and
Yes.
that your dad was right, was a big collector, had a big music collection. What were some of the artists that they listened to?
Well, like being my uncle, we was a DJ. He pretty much played like stuff that was out, like the old school hip hop, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Divine Sounds, Sweet Tea, Schoolie B, all the hip hop around that time.
Yes.
And my dad was like like I said before, Jimi Hendrix, Rick James, Shy Lights, Al Green, kind of like the Parliament, James Brown, kind of like the funk era also.
All right. So that was very good. And let me ask you this. What time did you get your own equipment and your own, your DJ equipment? What made you decide to even want to be a DJ?
Just growing up watching my uncle just DJ and started playing with his turntables in his house when I was like really young. So that was what got me kind of started to just watching them, just thinking like how it's neat to take two records and bring them together. Like it keeps people dancing without having a gap in between.
Right.
Now, as far as like equipment, I started by records before I had equipment. It was a
Oh,
record store on. I know the record store. It was on St. George in Schenectady in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. I used to go there and just buy reggae records, whatever kind of records they had. At the time when I started buying records, reggae was more popular. So I went there. I just started buying records. Then I got my first turntable when I was like junior high school, like seventh grade. I got my first turntable.
mhm.
But by that time, I already built up a record collection so I could just play.
Wow. That's something else. Who were some of your favorite artists back then? Welcome, Glenn Pope. Thank you for tuning in with us.
My favorite artist back then, I came from a household where like whatever my parents played, I had to listen to, like that age grade. So I took to the Shy Lights, Rick James, you know what I mean? Like I took those artists. And then as
Uh-huh.
I got older, started to develop my own liking.
Yes.
I was more of a hip hop guy, a hip hop and reggae guy.
Uh-huh.
So EPMD was one. Slick Rick. Who else? Roxanne Shante. Like everybody around that era. They know as the times changed, I kind of changed with the times, just to sort of liking different groups as different groups decided to come out.
Salute DJ Mono. He had to take off, but he did come in and support. And we much respect to you. Shout out to DJ Mono out there.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in and
Yes.
hanging out with us.
Tell the missus and baby girl, hello. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And you know, so back then I guess it was a whole lot different. And
Yes.
how long did you have to practice and rehearse in order to call yourself a DJ back in and during such a very competitive time?
Well, at that time, I guess you could say I was a bedroom DJ. Kid, I spent in my bedroom. I used to
Yeah.
just practice, like play every day. You know, like where friends is outside playing. I'd go outside for a little while, but then go back in the house to keep practicing. You know, because like as I listened to other DJs radio, like at that time it was Vivette Alert on the radio, Marley Marl, Clark Kent, all the guys on the radio. You know, I listen to them every Friday and Saturday night. You know, just hearing the way they cut up the music and the things that they played, I was like, wow, you know, I mean, like, I need to get a record collection that big, which I know it was impossible at that time. But you know, I mean, just trying to think ahead, like I need to save my money, keep buying records. You know.
Wow. So you were a true fan of the
Yeah.
music, true fan. And I would also probably call you a natural talent, you know, because of your willingness to practice, you know, for so many different hours. You know, what does it take to learn how to be a really good DJ?
Yes, like even to this day, I still practice.
Wow.
You know, because there is so much music that you know, what I mean, that keeps coming out
Yeah.
in between the different genres. You can't just say I'm just gonna go, you know, go to a party, stop playing it, as you don't know it. You know, I still practice to this day. I still line everything up and act like I'm doing a party. I just be in my house. You know.
When did you get your first gig?
It was a backyard party across the street on my block. A friend of mine's little sister. You know, she was like turning like 4 or 5, like some young age. You know, 'cause I remember I had like one speaker. It was it was like a house speaker. It wasn't even a proper DJ speaker. I just put it up, sat at the table, and just played for a couple hours. I made like I think about $30-$40, which at that time it was a lot of money for me, you know, young. And that next day, I remember going to Beach Street and buying more records.
That's pretty amazing right there.
Yeah.
We're going to shout out to Miss Kia Forever Join. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining and tuning in to Funk Live, and we definitely appreciate that. You know, because back during that time when you were learning how to mix and all that, and scratch records, that's also a totally, you know, whoa. What did you have to learn then compared to the equipment today that the TJs are using right now?
Well, what I had to learn then was like, as they say, like learn to look at the record and see where the breakbeats start. You know, like basically you had to learn how to read the record to show where the breakbeats start, where the beat drops by looking at it. It's, you know, sometimes I had tape. I used to mark certain spots with tapes so I can get right to the breakbeat part instead of trying to skip the whole record. You know, now with the software, you can just push a button and jump to that one part of the record without no problem. You know, and back then I had to remember where the record was at. I couldn't type it in a search and it pops up. I had to remember it was in the red box in the middle, or the blue box towards the end. You know what I mean? Like I had to physically remember where everything was at.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Now let me ask you this: in terms of, at what point did you know that that's what you wanted to do?
was that you love music and that you wanted to be a DJ and you wanted to be involved in the music industry?
Well, I knew for a long time, but then I guess you could say, you know, school teach you to go to school, go to college, get the 9 to 5 job, and continue life. So, you know, I did a 9 to 5 job for a while. You know, I worked at newspapers. I worked for the Department of Sanitation. You know, I was grateful to have no job. I'm not gonna say I wasn't, because it was a steady paycheck. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as I'm sitting there, like, this is not something really that I really wanted to do. You know, I was happy being there because I guess say it was a check, and actually met people. But it was like I found myself as I'm there talking about DJing. Mm-hmm. Then one job I had, the manager got mad at me because, you know, technically you're not supposed to solicit business on the job. Some lady said she's looking for a DJ, you know, and I gave her my phone number. So, you know, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking, okay, she needs to do that, give her my number. You know, I wasn't thinking about the legal part of it, you know.
Right. Oh my God. So let me ask you this also. At some point, you decided to seek out a job at the prestigious, world-renowned Def Jam Records. What prompted you to do that, and what happened?
Just wanted to learn more, so I took it. You know, I started as an intern. You know, intern, you gotta be in college. So I was like, no, I'm already in school. I wasn't going to school for music. I went to school for business. I said, no, what? I can just, you know, I signed up for the intern application, and then I got picked. I just wanted to learn more about the business, about the industry. So I got in the door. I started to learn, you know, the marketing side, the business side, and the A&R side, stuff like that. So after my intern, that was when I got hired for DMX record label full time, doing the marketing and you know, marketing for them. And then I ran the street team for them, which is back then the street team, you know, they go around the clubs, hand out flyers, stick stickers all over the trash can and stuff like that, you know.
Yes. Wow, that's very exciting, and that's a very big deal. Pig My Life joined. Shout out to you. Hi, Julian.
How you doing?
Everybody, welcome for being here. Okay, we really thank you for tuning in. Miss Kia Forever and Pick My Life. Thank you so much for being in. Y'all gonna kill me, but it's time for a funk break. We're gonna party for a second. Welcome. I Can Only Be Me. That's joining in with us. Thank you so much.
What's going on, brother?
Yes, we're ready to party for a second. And let's get funked up with Funk Life Live, okay?
Okay.
See, I already got funk. That's part of the time. Thank you so much. No problem. Anything from my brother. I see that. I see that.
That's my sister based out of Atlanta.
Oh, hey! What's up, Sue? Thanks for pulling up. Hey! All right. Yes. Atomic Dog. Put that funk on. Hey! George Clinton, y'all.
One of the best.
Yes. Hey. Hey. L. Y'all know what it is. Hey, that's what we talking about.
That's right.
Shoot. Hey, get it. Hey. Woo. That's right, you gotta dance with us. Everybody that's up. Party.
You gotta do a two-step or something, right? You gotta do something.
That's what we said. We can't go nowhere, so we're gonna make the party, rock the party right here, right now.
Listen, that's right.
Hey, we getting funked up, y'all, okay?
Listen, it's Friday night. You're having a good time. You gotta have a good time in your house. You can't go nowhere. You just gotta enjoy it, you know.
You got that right. Have a life. Yes. Come on, y'all. We celebrating for those that unfortunately are not here with us, that are in the hospital or having some issues and difficulties. We give praise
blessings into them and to their families. So we are just here, just want to have a good time for those that are hurting and in pain right now. So
That's right.
yeah, that's it. Hey, get it, y'all.
Go ahead, kid. I see you dancing.
Yeah. Hey, that's a
You have a
hey.
good time. You know, you listen, man.
Look, Sister ATL, if you a skater, you know what Cascade is, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, all right. What? Woo! Why must I? Woo! Chase the cat. Hey.
That's right.
They getting it, y'all. Hey. All right, we gonna bring it on back down, y'all.
All right.
Back
You
to
gotta
the
catch your breath, get your water, you know what I mean?
Woo! Woo!
There you go.
At hand with DJ Cut, y'all pulling up on Funk Life Live.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Yes, thank you, Echoes Jody. Welcome to Funk Life Live, and Elisa Barjo, and everybody that's here. We want to thank you. We
Yes,
thank
hello,
you.
everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Hope you're having a good time.
Hey, Funk fam.
Oh yeah.
Hey, all right, Echoes Jody. Hey, you doing it. You too. If you're a little thirsty, you need to go ahead on and get you a little something up in you too now.
Trust me, I understand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
And where we were at, you guys, we were just talking about your experience at Def Jam. And what was that like? Welcome, PHB family. What's up?
Yay. Hello? Yes. My experience, it was a dope experience. You know, I learned a lot on the business side that I didn't know growing up, you know what I mean, as far as being from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I got to interact with artists, you know, that kind of taught me. A lot of them I didn't know firsthand, but just by me watching them and see how they moved around the building and see what they did, it kind of made me, it put me in that mindset, okay, I watch what he's doing. So now I'm going to try to follow his footsteps, but throw my own curve in it if needed. You know what I mean? Like, one of the guys I watched was, you know, Dame Dash, you know. Even though I never met him or never, you know, had like the small talk,
Yes.
but kind of watching the way he did things,
Mm-hmm.
it put in my own spin to it. Like, okay, I'm not going to be that asshole as he say, but I need to follow his footsteps and do my own, you know what I mean, kind of thing to it, you know, so I can learn what he learned and deal with the people that he dealt with the building. Now, some people in the building I wasn't friends with at the time, but now we are friends now outside of the building, just by going to networking events, seeing them, talking to them, you know what I mean, and now we working together now on a few things, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I tell a lot of artists now, the networking is the key. You have to network. You got to go DJs, media, anywhere you go network because you never know who's who can connect the dots to what.
Yes.
You know what I mean, to make things happen, you know.
Mhm. Mhm. And do you also kind of, let people know today that you have to work hard and learn that industry?
Yes. Yes, you have to as they say, ruffle little feathers as coming in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you can't be too nice, but you can't be too disrespectful.
Come on.
Because when you be too nice, they try to take advantage of you. You be too disrespectful, they kind of shut doors on you.
Yes.
So you have to know when and when not to act a fool or act nice. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That was one of the key things.
Yes. Would you say, like, I don't know, how can they know when to act up and you know what I mean, when to stand up for yourself. Because if you don't learn the business of the music industry, then they can totally take advantage of you. And I've seen that quite a bit,
Yes.
where they sign those contracts, don't read it, don't ask anyone to take a look at it, and they're just so happy to sign, and then they end up working for nothing.
Yes. Don't be too eager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because if it's a big name record label, big name company that chooses to work with you,
Yes.
you can't just be like, okay, well, it's set the code. I'm just gonna sign to be happy. You can't do that. You gotta make sure. Listen, everybody can get ripped off at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of who the company is, you still gotta be on your P's and Q's. Okay, let me get somebody to read this. If I don't understand it myself, paying for that lawyer, it might be a hit in your pockets now.
Yes.
But you got to do that to get yourself to, you know what I mean, to get yourself out there as far as to get an understanding of what's being said in that contract. And as far as what you said about, you know, knowing when to be a mean guy or a good guy,
Yes.
you have to just, the key thing is to speak up for yourself.
Hmm.
If you see somebody's coming at you with something sideways, or like they try to work with you, and that money split is not up to your standards, you gotta listen. That's not gonna work for me. Yes. I can't do 90-10 or 80-20. But it all depends on the project and how much work you put into the project. You gotta speak up. Listen, that's not gonna work for me. You gotta tell them what the back, because if you don't say enough the back, if you sign that contract, word travels fast by word of mouth.
Hmm.
So like, well, he did it for this artist for $100. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him because I know he did it before. Offer them $100 again. You know, just let you know you're stuck in that $100 price range. Which I learned my lesson as me being a DJ. I used to charge real cheap. You know what I mean? Not knowing. Then I was kind of stuck in that range, because that was what I was known to charge for anybody. You know what I mean? I had to get myself out of that range.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. What's up, Jody Ann? Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us here on Funk Life Live. Thank you, everybody that is in and tuning in. We appreciate you. Yeah. I think it's Fem that also joined in. Always and Forever. Carl Carlson. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. It's kind of like it's a hard place to be at, working in the music industry. Very difficult, very challenging. And like you said, it is a very small community where a lot of people know each other. Yeah. So, even in terms of professionalism, can you please elaborate on that, about doing what you say you're going to do and all of that? Because if you don't, all you got is your word.
Yes, like I tell people, like, like if I work, just like I'm working on some projects now.
Uh-huh.
I try to keep it to myself until I know that it's going to be a go. Yes. I don't want to say I got a project coming out. The people look for that project, they're like, okay, well, he was just bullshit. You know what I mean? It's not project coming out, and then the more you do that becomes your reputation. So every time you say you know what I mean, that you want to do the project, nobody's gonna look for it, because they know they look for the first 5, and you never put them out.
Yes. Yes.
So that's why I tell people, I don't give an actual date of release date until I know for sure I'm like 80% done, to where I could say it's coming out June 5th. June 5th is going to drop June 5th, or whatever date I put out there to the public.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Because that's all you have is your word. And then some artists don't know that. They also not have artist development now in comparison in the past, where, like, for instance, Motown Records taught them how to talk, how to dress, how to walk, had choreographers that work with them, let them know that every time you go outside, someone is seeing you. You know what I mean? They may take a picture or get you on a hot mic or something, and that later on, a mistake that you make can cost you later on in terms of a business opportunity because you got pissed off and now you cussing people out and acting a fool, somewhere. And then now when you're trying to get this, this endorsement or this corporate deal or sponsorship, the first thing they're going to do is pull that stuff out.
That's true. That's true. That is so true. That's why, like I said, I'm mindful to what I say while I'm around, because not knowing who's who no more in the industry. You could be at a local restaurant just eating with your family like that. You don't know what's at the next table. You know what I mean? So you could say, oh, such and such sucks as an artist. That could be his sister or somebody he works with at the next table. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That puts you in a bad place with that artist. That puts you in a bad place with that artist, and that artist could tell other artists who's part of their camp, and that puts you in a bad place with the whole camp.
Wow. Now you have beef.
Yeah.
And especially when you're trying to make it. The last thing you need are enemies for no reason.
Yes.
Because they can stop and shut those doors just as quick as they can open those doors.
That's true. That's true. It's very much true.
Bryce, what would you say now that after working in the industry for it's been about 20 years?
Yes.
What advice would you give to someone you wish you knew then when you first started?
Network. Be more consistent.
Yes.
If you drop something, try to be consistent. Because what I learned, at first I was not consistent with the projects I was doing, stuff like that. I do a project and I wait like months and months later before I do, before I did another project. But by the time you did the second project, people have forgot about you with the first project.
Come on.
That's why a lot of artists they'll drop albums or songs continuously, so it keeps you thinking about them.
Wow.
Like for example, like Drake, he's always dropping a song or something here and there. You know what I mean? Just like when the time when Jay-Z was dropping all those albums back to back, it makes people still talk about you. It makes people still think about the album you did last summer. Even though you just put the album out, it makes it like, okay, now I gotta get this album.
Yes.
The whole being consistent is one of the key things.
Wow. And that's pretty hard with that pace.
Yes. And don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself,
Wow.
If you got to cut back on some sneakers you buy, you got to weigh out your options. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You have to weigh out your options.
No, that's definitely right. Because you can't be out here spending money on shoes like everybody that was lined up in Atlanta to do.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I'm like, they lined up with sneakers and they can't even go nowhere. They're stuck in the house.
Where are we going? Where are we going right now?
Yes.
With all this stuff going on. Some people don't think that this is real, so.
That's true too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true too. They don't think like that,
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that is exactly what I wanted to talk to you about in terms of the music scene, because we're Funk Life Live and we love funk music and we celebrate and pay homage to the contributions of funk musicians to our modern music industry. Let me ask you this: what or how did the funk music scene affect New York rap and hip hop?
Oh, it affected a great deal because when the funk took off, people was, starting to dress like Parliament, the whole rainbow thing, what I mean? Like, it became like a big thing. As far as with hip hop, a lot of DJs and producers started to sample it because it was something new. It was like a whole new sound opposed to like the Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson, stuff like this. Something totally different. So it was like, every DJ probably sampled the Marvin Gaye, you know, I mean, Teddy Pendergrass or something like that. Then the funk is like the funk. To me, it was like that bass line they put in that. It was like it made you like wow, you know, it really made it like wow, you know, it really added that nice hit to it, you know, the whole funk scene, you know, between
Yeah.
the bass and the drums. It made it stand out. That's why like I said before, a lot of DJs producers sample the funk because you know just it's it. I'm not gonna say it kind of stands out. It does stand out. It makes it stand out on its own. We listen to Pete Rock, Kanye West, Dr. Dre. You know they all started you using the funk samples in they beats.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it really, I would say it has made a lasting impression on modern music.
Yeah,
It has. And they don't even realize, even on IG, on Instagram, that song, Don't Rush,
yes,
the one that everyone's doing the little dance to,
yeah,
that is sampled Roger Troutman funk music from Dayton, Ohio. That is clearly the Dayton sound throughout the entire song. And so it's like sometimes they, you know, like I've met with some of the DJs in the West Side Connection on the West Coast,
okay,
and the West Coast is really well known for using samples from funk music. They said when they're looking to make a hit, they know which crate and which record to
yeah,
go, because the same song will hit over and over and over and over again.
yes,
And there's another example, you know, with that song, with how, you know, instrumental, the funk music and the sound just keeps hitting people. It's
that's
the
true.
music that
Yeah,
people love to dance to.
that's true.
You know? So, you know, I was shocked to see that again recently. You know, but there's just so many different examples of it,
Yes,
and you know,
like
so
to me like funk is that music like I do a party from all ages, from elders to young like that. Certain
yeah,
funk songs, once you play
hmm
it, all ages went to the floor. Just something about that song, like
yes,
the way the beat comes in, the words is like like a 16-year-old go, wow, I like that song, even though it's kind of out of their age group, you know what I mean. But certain funk songs have that feeling where people like, I love this song. This song is dope. I'm gonna, what I mean, dance and party to this song. You know?
hmm oh yeah, because that's the music that you can feel in your soul.
Yes,
You feel it, and it can make you very happy, or you can feel the emotions that go through the music, um, and that's why, you know, we still play homage to it. And I wanted to ask you this: what's your go-to song that you know is going to rock the crowd?
well, because the funk is Jungle Boogie.
Yes.
Jungle Boogie, we Flashlight, we with the funk.
Oh yeah.
But Jungle Boogie, I like because how it starts in that break in the middle. What's that break? You can have fun with that break, go back and forth, and then just go into, go into your mix of any other funk or, what I mean, like right behind it, and just keep the crowd going.
Yes. And I want to tell everybody still, thank you for being here, PHB fam. Welcome to Funk Life Live. We thank you for joining us tonight. Also, Miss Skia Forever, shout out to you. Anyone else that's on right now, Elisa Bardot and Eccles Jody, thank you so much for Carl Carlson, always and forever. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. We're
Yes.
going to take a funk break right now. And, you know, we're ready to play something. And one song that I know for a fact that I love and enjoy very much, it is, I would love for us to play it. So Let me pull this one out right now, and tell me what your thoughts are. Y'all dance with us. If you're here on Funk Life Live, come and party with us. It's time to celebrate. Yeah! Yeah! Hey! What you got to party with us? Come on! Come on by now! You think we got to get on Funk Live? Everybody got to get funked up tonight, y'all. Let's get it.
That's right. Listen, you have to. It's a Friday night. You're in the house.
Hey!
Cheer, dance, do whatever you could do.
That's right.
Hey, Shawana.
Hey. Yes.
Ready or not,
Here we come.
What?
no one with me.
Hey. Good God. Yes, y'all. Yes. Hey. Come on.
Fail me down.
Yes.
What you fucking for?
Hey, what y'all funkin' for, y'all?
Don't tell me now.
Come on now. Hey.
You coming to fuck
The what?
the whole
And nothing? What?
So fail me now.
Yes.
ready or not.
Here we come.
Uh-oh. Great party, y'all. Welcome.
Welcome to the room, everybody. Welcome to the chat, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Yay! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Do you
I
have
love y'all. I love your vibe and your energy. It's great. You know, I love it.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what this life is about, okay?
Yeah.
We are here. We are not in a hospital room right now. We are going to
Yes.
life.
Yes.
That's what this is about. Our skaters, welcome.
Yes.
We are skaters and will always be a skater for life. Welcome. Welcome.
Yes.
Shout out to all the skaters in the building.
I miss the skating rings.
Yes. Yeah, where the skating rinks at? Y'all, we can't even.
All the ones I knew about shut down now. All the ones I knew about, you know, growing up as a kid, they all shut down now.
Oh, no.
Which one did you used to go to coming up?
I used to go to the I forgot the one in Brooklyn. It was on Empire Boulevard. I forgot what it's called. They shut down years ago. I can't remember the name. They shut down years ago. Okay, it was more like a party in like they had a skating rink, but in the middle it was like a dance floor.
Okay.
So if you didn't want to skate, you go in the middle, you could dance and have fun. You know what I mean? Just have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was called Empire Roller Rink. It just came back to my head. Empire Roller Rink, yes.
Okay. Empire and the Empire skaters out there, you already know what it is. DJ
Yes,
Pie.
it was.
Back.
Yeah, because I remember it was right down the block from the White Castle. Everybody go to skate. You go to White Castle to get your food and go home. That was the king of White Castle back there. You know, there was 24 hours. And you go to that, you're gonna get the burgers and go home and relax.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, y'all. So how would you say that DJing has changed in light of this COVID situation? Hi, Toy. Welcome. Welcome to Funk Life Live. Welcome. I know you over there funking it out. We already know this. We already know. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you. And Julian, thank you so much for tuning in right now. Blessings.
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you.
So how has it changed in terms of DJing in light of COVID?
It did good because it made a lot of DJs be more commercial. When like, but when I say that, like a lot of DJs, I you know what I mean, like didn't know how to get gigs outside their house. Well, I should say didn't know how, but didn't know the knowledge and didn't know what to do. It gives people more. It gives DJs more of a platform to DJ for home on live social media. Because I'm sure DJs did it before, but
Yeah.
not as much as they're doing it now. Like they're constantly like, I'm gonna go live and do a rap set, go live and do a reggae set. So it helps people get this out there. And I know DJs that's actually in a book from their lives. Like, okay, I'm gonna do a live. Somebody contact, hey, I got a wedding coming up in October. I want to book you just from being live. You know what I mean? So it does help a lot.
Yeah.
It does help a lot. Or not just DJ, just log on, play music, interact with the crowd, interact with people. You know what I mean? Because people want to hear good music and good conversation at the same time.
All right. And I mean, I would say then that is a huge change, because if you don't change with what's going on and the changes in society, it's going at this point. And so all the different professions that are used to working, face to face and, doing traditional ways, like you mentioned before, in your days at Def Jam, you would go outside and put the posters up and have the different, your CDs and everything and pass it out. It was about human interaction. And everything is changing now in society. So if we don't learn to adjust and adapt to these changes, we're going to get left behind.
That's true. You have to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody can stay in the past time forever.
Yeah.
You have to change, adapt to as much as you can, even if you might not agree with it 100%. Just take the parts that you agree with and just go in life. You know what I mean? You can't be like that. I don't like this. I'm going to sit in my room and pout all day. You know what I mean? Because you will be left behind.
Yes. Yes.
So, you know what I mean?
That's right. So,
you have to keep going to enjoy it.
Family members that, that did have or diagnosed with COVID, and it was a very traumatic time, because this is no game. This is for real. This is going on. So for people to think, oh no, that's not going to happen to me. Oh yes, you too. It can happen to you as well.
Anybody.
To anybody.
I have a lot of personal friends that work on the front line, as far as nurses, doctors, grocery stores. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I pray for them a lot. Like, listen, I understand this is your job, but I understand this is your job. You do what you gotta do, but I pray for you to keep you safe and healthy from being, and from actually getting that. Somebody I know from high school. I never really spoke to her that much in high school. But now we talk a lot more often because just kind of like, just talking to her, prayer for her. I read her posts, I comment, and we go back and forth like that, Because she is a nurse at one of the hospitals inside downtown Brooklyn, New York. So she's like right in the emergency room dealing with them as they come in and try to get into whatever they need for them.
Yeah. So what are her thoughts right now? What is she saying? Is she seen in New York? Because, that's the focal point of where everything is going down at. So what has she said to you that you think can actually help our viewers and everyone that's on right now to benefit from the experience?
The same thing Elizabeth said, stay home. Just relax. Go out when you need to. Go back to the house. Take care of yourself. Wear your mask. Keep your distance. Just keep doing it, because I think New York has slowed down a whole lot now. It's still out there, but it's starting to die down. So I pray that it can continue to die down. Yeah. I don't want to pick that up, because now they talk about opening up small businesses here and there. So I'm kind of like, I understand businesses need to make money, but I understand also, like, you can catch it. Your life is on the line too. I was watching something on the news the other day, and I think Jersey Shore, they opened the beaches back up.
Yes, they did.
I watching the beaches, like some lady was walking, like half of the beaches don't have masks on. They walking around the beach, just walking and talking, and like it was a normal regular day.
Yes, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, like I love to go to the beach like the next person. Like, you know what I mean, just go to the beach, but if I had to wait my time, I would wait my time. You know, I wait my
No.
time.
One thing I want to tell you, DJ Pot, you are amazing. You've done a lot and added a lot to the culture, to the industry. And, you know, you shared your experiences on Def Jam. You shared your experiences as a DJ in
Yes.
New York. And we're very proud. And I know that your family is also very proud that you lived your dreams and that you
Yes.
went for something and chased that and made it happen. And you are an inspiration to a
Thank you.
whole lot of people. We want to tell you thank you.
Yes.
We want to invite you back on at any other time that you want to come back on Funk Life Live.
I love the energy. I love the whole. I think
Yes,
next time what I might want to do is just do like a funk set. You know, I DJ live, do like a funk set. Just, you know, I can have y'all two host it. Just, you know, DJ a couple of songs like a half hour to an hour just to have fun.
yes.
We on it.
We ready to party,
We
so
ready
we're going
to
to make
funk
that
up.
happen.
Now, where can everybody connect with you? Where can they find you at, DJ Pot?
You know, on my page, Instagram, I am DJ Pot, or www.imdjpot.com.
Yeah.
If you go to my if you on my Instagram page, there is a link in my bio. The link can have my Instagram, my website, my blog spot, my blog page. Everything is on there. Click the link, follow me. I follow back, and I'm one about support, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Help out the next person if I can, you know.
That's right. You're a good person.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Blessings to
You're
you and
welcome.
your family. Stay safe.
Yes.
And we're going to party right now on let's get busy.
Busy,
Let's
y'all.
get fucked up. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
What y'all talking
get
about? What? Hold on.
Come on now.
Up.
We can't go nowhere, so let's get funked up
That's right.
now.
You gotta have fun. That's right.
Yes, here we go, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh. Funky Worm, y'all. Ohio players. Hey. Yes. Funk Life Live. Getting funked up with DJ Pot.
Make sure y'all follow her, support them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Follow the, you know what I mean, the Instagram, or, you know, follow them. To all my followers in the chat, make sure y'all follow them. Ohio Players Movie. They're in my last post. I tagged them. That's my last post. Follow them, show them support.
Thank you, and thank everybody. And we hope y'all got funked up with us. Have a good time. Be safe out there. We thank you. God bless y'all. Yes, and we're going to take it on out again with Ohio Players, Funky Worm, y'all. Yes, let's get it. Hey.
Yes.
Get it together, y'all. Let's get it. We're
Enjoy
gonna get
life. Enjoy life. We have to enjoy life.
party. Yeah. Come on, Pot. Hey, come on, Pot. We're going to come back up on them and do a set. We got to do that. We have to figure
Yes,
out
I'm with it. I'm with it.
that going down. Show them how Crown in that work. Okay. Yay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, God
You're
bless
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Jody, everybody. The Southside Show, everybody.
Yes.
Sandy C. Toyland, Pick My Life. What's up? What up, Julian?
Yes.
The best chorus out there.
Yes.
We can't wait to have you do play something. They ain't ready for you. They don't know. Hey. Hey. Yes. Hey. Hey. Woo! Get it. Yes. Yes. All right.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Take care.
All right, take care. Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.